Classic American cars may look powerful, massive, and unforgettable. But behind the beauty lies a pile of problems. Today we're revealing the retro rides that looked amazing, but left drivers full of regret. Don't be fooled by shiny chrome and bold designs. Number 4, 1969 International Harvester Travelall. At first glance, this vehicle looks powerful, reliable, and like the king of off-road. But the 1969 International Harvester Travelall? It's a hero only on the outside. The real problems start once you get behind the wheel. Driving this beast is tough. Most models didn't have power steering. Turning the wheel while stopped feels like lifting weights at the gym. And making tight turns? Better say a little prayer beforehand. When it comes to fuel, the Travelall drinks gas like a thirsty giant. Its V8 engine can easily burn over 20 liters per 100 kilometers. Frequent stops at the gas station were a painful routine for owners. The interior is Spartan, hard seats, noisy engine sounds, and basically zero heating or cooling comfort. Everything inside feels like cold metal. Even the brakes are outdated drum types, far from modern standards. The biggest headache? Finding spare parts. Since Travallalls stopped mass production decades ago, finding a replacement hood, door, or interior part today is nearly impossible. No auto shop stocks them anymore. The Travelall looks tough, but driving one is a real challenge. It faded into the shadows behind the more popular Chevy Suburban and Jeep Wagoneer. Remember, every big truck comes with big responsibilities, and sometimes a big headache. Number 3, the 1973 Chevrolet Suburban is a classic full-size American SUV. Back then, it was incredibly popular for large families and commercial use. But like any vehicle, it came with its fair share of flaws. The Suburban is big and heavy, which means it consumed a lot of fuel. Its V8 engine could burn more than 20 liters per 100 kilometers. And the engine noise, loud enough to be clearly heard inside the cabin. Not exactly relaxing on long trips. This vehicle's power steering system was limited, especially on certain models. Turning the wheel was tough, particularly at low speeds. And the drum brakes? They struggled to stop the heavy body efficiently, leaving drivers uneasy. The interior was basic and far from comfortable. The heating and ventilation systems were underdeveloped, making both hot summers and cold winters unpleasant. The dashboard and controls felt outdated, lacking modern features. Today, finding spare parts for the 7th-gen Suburban is a challenge, especially body panels and interior components. Repairs and maintenance take time, effort, and often a lot of money. The 1973 Chevrolet Suburban is big and strong, but it's fuel-hungry, difficult to drive, and lacks comfort. If you love classic trucks, be prepared for the downsides that come with them. Number 2, the 1977 Ford F-250 Highboy is a classic American pickup, a true workhorse of its era. But despite its popularity, it came with a number of flaws that frustrated many drivers. This big truck came with a V8 engine, and with that power came serious fuel consumption. The F-250 Highboy could burn more than 20 liters per 100 kilometers, which is considered extremely inefficient by today's standards. On top of that, the engine was loud and distracting, especially tiring on long drives. Even though it had a hydraulic steering system, the Highboy felt stiff and unrefined on the road. Turning corners at low speeds required effort, and its tall stance made driving more challenging, especially for those not used to large pickups. The interior was basic and aged quickly. Heating and air conditioning systems were unreliable, and cabin noise levels were high. In terms of comfort and refinement, this truck fell well short of modern standards. Today, finding spare parts for the Ford F-250 Highboy is difficult, especially for body and interior components. Repairs can be time-consuming and expensive. The 1977 Ford F-250 Highboy is a powerful, iconic truck, but it's gas-guzzling, hard to handle, and lacking in comfort. It's not an ideal vehicle for someone unprepared for its quirks. Number 1. The 1974 Dodge Ram Charger was one of the big open-top SUVs of the 1970s. Designed for off-road adventures, it looked tough, but it was far from perfect. Let's take a closer look at its major flaws. The Ram Charger came with a large V8 engine, but it was anything but fuel efficient, averaging over 20 liters per 100 kilometers, this SUV could quickly become expensive to drive on a daily basis. Behind the wheel, its sheer weight and size created driving challenges. The steering felt heavy and required real effort, especially at low speeds or in tight city spaces. Maneuvering was tough, and it wasn't ideal for urban driving. The 1974 Ramcharger offered very few modern conveniences. The interior was basic and uncomfortable, with poor heating and ventilation. Its outdated brake system sometimes made drivers feel unsafe, especially in demanding conditions. Today, the Ramcharger is a rare find, and that makes spare parts even rarer. Especially for body panels and interior components, repairs can be time-consuming and costly. The 1974 Dodge Ramcharger is a true off-road icon, but its fuel thirst, handling challenges, and maintenance costs keep it far from practical for daily driving. If you're chasing a classic SUV, make sure you know what you're getting into.